Yeah, sorry guys. Yes, computer froze. I don't know why. This like in this way it never happened before. Fuck this. Sorry for cursing, but we lost a substantial amount of progress. So we're basically back into the scar number 1, which really sucks. Exactly. I did not appease machine spirit. I was not auto-saving it so we are basically back to scar 1. Okay, but at least we know what to do, so I'll be very quickly recovering it. Oh, it seems like I need to do some cleaning tomorrow on computer, so I have no idea why it froze. So where were we? What were we talking about? Yeah, about the tablet. So how do you simulate the mouse work if you're not hovering by the mouse? Now I'll be auto-saving like every 2 seconds. Damn. But this time I cannot blame Blender because we don't have even like a big model open this troll. So far we are pretty reasonable in polygons. We are at what should I call it, how much? Just 9 million triangles. Okay, no, you're right, it's a lot. So I will hide the stairs. Now it's 7 million. It's better. Okay. Yeah. God damn. This is something which I hope YouTube will fix or Streamlabs will fix in some future. And when such thing happened, especially on YouTube, where your stream crashes, there's basically no recovery. Your stream is just done and you need to log a new one. And it's unfortunately damaging the metrics. So I would appreciate some kind of comeback to the crash stream, so you can just basically relog the same stream and be allowed to continue from where you left. But anyway, it is what it is. If this happened in the times when I was a kid, I would kick the computer just to feel myself better. And you remember those old computers and these old like screens, these square giant boxes. So if it was like mischievous and behaving badly, one good punch in a screen, one good like smack, and it fixed a lot of things. VCR, or how we call, what was the name of those? I think VCR, right? Or the computer was lagging, so what you do? You just kicked it. Kicking old PC made it run better. I swear that is true. That is true. It was Warcraft 3 was lagging. BAM! Now it's fixed. Oh shit. So again, so we have to do first scout, but it's gonna be quick, we know what to do, so okay, let's copy these now. Select all 4. You see, we made this car even better. That's a proper comeback. Oh, use the pen, okay. Sometimes a touch function, but doesn't. You can turn it off as a pen as normal mouse. Okay. Hey, tabletop selected. It's great. the stream just crashed a few minutes ago, so we had to restart it. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's try this giant scar like this. Yeah. I don't get wristbands with the tablet. Yeah. I get kinda used to the mouse and this silicone pad. Actually, this is I got this in my old job in IBM. Because one of my colleagues got carpal tunnel. She went to sick leave for like half a year. I kid you not. She had to get the surgery and stuff. So the company got scared and they all got us these silicone mouse pads. So they won't risk another sick leave. So how is the new Space Marine? Like 2 days ago, like guys were complaining that it's like the update was not good. I still did not install it. Still kind of worried of what to expect from this new patch. But there is a leaked rumor that Total War Warhammer 3 is getting an End Times DLC in the works. Now that sounds promising. I've never played Total War, but I'm in for every cinematic and lore bits they can throw at me. Because this game is just a masterpiece. See, we are almost done with the second scar, so we are recovering nicely after the crash. One, two. Imagine that poor Chaos Doctor who were trying to nail these clips into this giant troll. Poor lad. Okay, we have 2 scars. Let it probably stay that way. It does not need one for the back, or does he? No, that's the shoulders. These are the stairs. Meanwhile, I can show you what I found in my old models, because me and my kids are like working on our own tabletop game for basically for the kids. So we are inventing our own miniatures. So I found print of this. This is basically like a mushroom overgrown statue and animated, and as it's printed it looks really cool. So I never painted it. I never expanded on this concept of like this fungoid growth animating the architecture. So I'll be definitely doing that very soon, because it looks so nice and it's super detailed when it was printed. All these little, you know, pieces of architecture, as you can see. This design I copied from Crash Bandicoot, from all those pillars, those sticky faces. These are some weird grumpy mushrooms, and all those Aztec iconography. These are the mushrooms. So yeah, I want to expand on that. Anyway, let's get back to our troll. So what was I doing? Yeah, okay, let's merge these rings. Finally, those silicone mouse pads are actually not good for health. Why? It moves the stress point higher into elbow. Well, I have, look, I don't know if you can see it, probably partially. I have my elbow like rested on a table, and then the silicone pad is just on my wrist. And I can safely say for myself it really helps me. I'm using it for years, and it's better than like doing it without, because if I try to do it without, then the sharp edge of the table is straight on my wrist, and there is like a smaller contact point and sharper contact point, which makes my wrist like hurt. All right, so we have this and these tools. We can like duplicate it and make a few chain rings, and we can hang a few chains from somewhere, like he has in the back. We can probably make him some chain armband or something. Where are the... Here are the stairs. Here is the wizard on stairs. Here's the wizard. So what else? Yeah, let's figure out what we place in his hand. Like a troll king. Maybe some scepter. Can he have some scepter? Because he has this hammer and he can pretty much swing it with just one hand, and his other hand can have... Yeah, let's Google some scepters for reference now. King scepter. Oh, whoever was asking for the reference of sculpting reference, Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Perfect, masterpiece. What about hanging from the steps? I was thinking about it actually, but since the steps are for the wizard, which can actually fly and float, it kind of like lose the point. But maybe some chains from the end of the stairs. Because yeah, something like that. But let's figure out this scepter first. King scepter. Fantasy. Is this on Blender? Yeah, it's Blender. Ushoran model had something like that similar, right? Ushoran. Let's see, check him. Oh no, he has just one big mace, right? What have I clicked? Look, he has just one big mace, which he used for swinging. Okay, let's Google some Dark Souls reference. Dark Souls. Let's type Dark Souls King. If we can find something nice. Not much. Okay, let's Google Dark Souls bosses. Shh! Hijo. Flocky. Hijo. I'm sorry, my dog is fiercely guarding our home. Well. What do we have here? No. I mean, worst case scenario, we can like put some chains with something on it, like I did in the what you call it, the trampled red, the troll miniature, troll first prime troll. I've sculpted some time ago. Yeah, these two bosses, I like them. I saw a lot of like videos and fan arts It's like Dark Souls design wise, it's just mwah, awesome. Okay, close it and let's brainstorm. What if it's a furious torch? Oh, trolls don't get well with a fire. Don't forget that. It's actually their only weakness. If you think about it, like a troll is like, I mean, Warhammer troll, like Warhammer among them all, is like the idea of absolute best war beast / super soldier, because their metabolism is allowing them to regenerate from everything except fire. And it's like in Pokemon, they are taking 4 times damage from fire. Yeah, setup is weird corner. Yeah, 60. She also train your hands, so I really strain muscle and ligaments. Well, that is also a negative, can serve as a negative, because my hands are also many times overtrained. So, for example, today we trained biceps, like simulating the competition. So it's like all arms are sore now. But if I haven't had this pad, they would hurt. Do you plan on doing more Skaven stuff in the future? Yeah, definitely. I want to go back and do some Skaven abominations, some Skaven Hydra, like Hellpit abomination, stuff like that. I enjoyed doing that. It was actually one of my favorite streams of when we did the series of both of the Skaven lords. So yeah, definitely. What can you hold in hands? Or some dead, choked body. I saw on Thingiverse somewhere, for some reason I never downloaded it, but you know Johan from Warhammer, the guy running from everything, Coward Johan, or however they call him. It was part from in the giant kit. Like basically this miniature running from giants with arms wide. Someone resculpted it. I cannot find it. Well, let's type running. God, I'm so stupid, because every time I see some nice model which I can use for reference, I very rarely download it. I always say, oh, this is a cool model, let me download it somewhere in the future, and I never find it again. That's so bad. That is so bad attribute. I did not find Johan, but I found a 3D running shoe. if anyone is interested. Well, it's like, to be fair, this is very, very high quality model. So shall we dress this troll in running shoes? Anyway, back to troll. Okay, go back to reference pictures of the trolls. So again, chaos, troll. Back to drawing board. First, let me save our progress. I don't want to risk any more crashes. Who would have said that Blender is like burdening the computer way more than, for example, Space Marine 2 on ultra settings? These are the old models. These are from the game. Shields! Yeah, forgot it. Okay, let's... This is the Trog himself, his in-game model. Troll King himself. So yeah, a bunch of skulls, shields, beard. I don't like beards on trolls, but it's like a matter of preference. What can we find here? Hey, no, I don't want to click on this one. I'm clicking on this picture and completely different one is showing. Yeah, whatever. This is the old Hammer artwork, also amazing. Have you seen Tupavko model of Chaos Troll? Tupavko. This one. We sculpted it from the scratch. It's a legendary models on Kumio, about years old. Many years old. And this was, yeah, look, it was sculpted in the green stuff by artist named Tupavko. Awesome artist. I love it. It's so detailed. And he painted it like a god. A small buckler shaped like a cartwheel. Yeah, that can be. It can be. To find the answer, search for Sons of Behemoth pre-order news. Like on Thingiverse? Or where? Let's do it. I'll just not. Nope. Never mind. It will pop up somewhere if I don't need it. Okay, let's browse my older model collections. Maybe we can find something. So go into weapons. This is a Nurgle armor parts which I have. Well, maybe we can use this spike little plate. Where it is? No, edit mode. Selected by the loose parts. Okay, delete the rest. Maybe we can place this somewhere. On his arm, maybe. Or leg. Yeah, but Sons of Behemoth is a good like point of reference. I have their army book, so maybe you can like search for reference there someday. Okay, but I will leave it hanging here until I decide otherwise. So let's continue searching. I have this funny buckler model with the throw iconography. It's actually double-sided, so on one side it's like a two mushrooms icons, and on the other, oh no, it's just the mushrooms. What? No, so oh sorry, it's not this one. This is what I meant. Yeah, we can use this thing, so we can like place it on the side of his armor. I used this shield on other troll models like some time ago, but it fits the design. It's kind of goofy, but it fits the overall theme. And I still have a plan for sculpting proper Iron Warriors to be more like in-game models from Space Marine 2. This is my own to-do list. So we can do that as well on next streams. Because all these official Iron Warrior models they're weird with like big heads, and they're not matching the epicness of Iron Warriors. At least to my opinion. Why not much? Okay, now it's fitting. And also we can place a small version of it on the other side. Maybe somewhere here. Also news, Sumila, there is a second Emperor Titan wreck in Space Marine 2 on the jungle campaign map. Really? They finally put an end to an endless debate of the size of Imperator Titan, and I absolutely love what they did in the game. So I was always refusing to accept the official Games Workshop description of the Imperator Titan being only 30 meters tall, and the game developers from Space Marine 2 made him actually 1.2 kilometers tall, which is exactly as it's supposed to be, like a giant, huge giant Titan. Somebody exported that model into Blender and make like a proper scale comparison, and it ended up being 1.2 kilometers tall. Okay, we can keep this, so let's fish for another models which I have of the shields, for example. For example, I have this plain shield model. We can decorate it with some chaos iconography. Where it is? Oh, it's so small. This is just a basic shield. However, with the power of Blender and with all these brushes, we can make it way nicer. So let's do it. Again, I will hide the stairs because they're taking so much space. It's 11 million triangles, so 33 million polygons. We want to prevent any further crashes. So I'm going to orb, first texture it, then I will scrape the middle of the shield. Let's see what we can do. Okay, cool. And then type Celtic. Yes. Yes, and yes, and yes. Yeah, now we have a proper chaos shield. Now we can like tone the polygon count back to 2.8, so it's not taking so much space. And let's damage it. Let's damage it by giving it like a battered metal look. Like this. This. Maybe here. Also in the middle. Okay, and now we're gonna chip further. For example, this, like this, this, and also put a few bolts. Here, 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 also one down here. So it doesn't have to be like too symmetrical because it will be tiny. And yeah, that will do it. So save it and let's place it on different sides of the troll. 1025-meter tall, to be exact. If Gary's armor of Primus Marine is 3 meter tall. Nice! I was close then. Delete the troll model. Did they mention, like lore-wise, what made that particular Titan? Or first question, what was the name of the Titan, if any? If they revealed their name, and what was the reason it was like who killed it? To bring down the Titan, there are only a few weapons that can actually do that. And usually it's another Titan. And there was a nice Titan battle in a book, Storm of Iron, where Chaos Titan Dies Irae, or Days of Rage in the translation. That's a beautiful name. Beautiful, beautiful name, if you ask me. Dies Irae, Days of Rage. He fell. And it's a lore significant Titan. It was probably second biggest Chaos Titan, Traitor Titan, or however you want to call it. First one was, again, let me Google it so I will not butcher. Biggest Chaos Titan. The biggest a name, I need name. Abominatus, that's the right name. There, yeah, so Abominatus is the biggest Chaos Titan. Hello, I love you. I love you too, bro. Hey, Lawrence. Oh. As soon as I'm finished with reading Slayer books, like these last two books, I will probably jump into more End Times lore, so a few more books from the End Times, and then I'm going back to 40k with a banger. I want to read at least a dozen of 40k books. So I'm inclined to finally read Horus Heresy, like chronologically. There are how many? 33 books? Something like that, right? From Horus Heresy. But not, what I heard is that not all of them are good and worth reading. So there are a few really good ones, and there are a couple of bad ones. So I just want to read the good ones, to be honest. 79 books. Okay. Okay. So yeah. And how many of them are good and worth reading? Because, you know, not all books are made equal and not all authors are good. Technically, Castigator class Titan is largest chaos and non-chaos Titan. And do you know the names? Is it Annihilatus, right? He's the biggest one. And the second biggest was Dies Irae. Anka only Horus Rising. I want to read first, get a grip on those books. I want to read Saga of the Beast. So basically 200 years after the heresy, in a times where there was the biggest orc threat Imperium ever faced, in a form of prime orcs and their leader, the huge orc warlord called Beast. Not Beast of Armageddon, which is Ghazghul, but it was just called the Beast. It was 15-meter tall prime orc, and with this prime orc, Vulcan had last time be seen while battling it in a Titan, Gargant, sorry. So it was a conflict of the epic proportions. Oh, Castigator is the name! Father of Titans. Now I will need to Google it right now. Castigator. Ancient relic that is covered in ornate Gothic designs and decorations such as the classic Adepta Sororitas Fleur de Lis iconography. But I just googled tank. It's a tank? Castigator Titan. I want Titan. Now I'll be damned. This is a nice looking Titan. Look at that. So Imperial Fists have them. Yeah, I know what I will be listening tomorrow. Let's go back to looting videos on Titans. I love Titans. They are amazing. You should be an Audible partner. Yes, I should. Definitely I should. But I like reading because it's important part of my sleep hygiene. So I read every day before sleep. So I read anywhere between 30 to 60 pages a day. So basically, once this stream is over, so let's say from 11, I'm reading like from 11 to midnight. So 60 minutes a day on average. And audiobooks are cool. I like to listen to them while I'm working throughout the day. So yeah, definitely I should be Audible partner. I listened to Fire Slayer book, the first Gotrek book in Age of Sigmar. I did not finish it, however. I like to hear when I go to sleep in the car at work before going to bed. See, I can only listen to audiobooks myself only when I'm working or doing something. I cannot just like sit still and listen. Or lie down and listen. I just can't do that. I have to do something. I don't know if it's just me or I'm weird, but yeah. Okay, we placed 3 chaos shields on here. Why only one on the back as well. Cascade is from Dark Age of Technology. It had true AI in it. Nice. And it's still around? Well, technically, I mean, there's this debate of a machine spirit, whether it is a functional AI or not. Technically, you can call it an AI, right? I like the story from the ship which emerged from the void called Echo of Eternity, if I'm remembering it correctly. And this ship has a functioning AI, so a bunch of space marines boarded the ship, and the AI was mocking the Mechanicum and the space marines, so it basically defeated them in an instant. It just the AI turned off their suits and froze them in place, and they were mocking them like the Mechanicum priest, like they was literally like mocking it, like, look where humanity devolved into a bunch of fanatics using oils and scents. This story I heard from Lutin. It's actually in his AI video, I believe. ADHD, probably, probably. So I'm on a spectrum. I have Asperger's syndrome, right? I was like diagnosed very late in my life. I was not diagnosed with ADHD, but I have my suspicion. I think maybe it's normal in this in my place of work. Let me explain. Since I am an influencer, I'm searching for ideas to my videos by mindlessly scrolling sometimes reels, and it's really like damaging your dopamine system. So once you're depleting your dopamine on for example, scrolling, I have my suspicions that you can develop some signs of ADHD or something that is like closely resembling it. So yeah, probably. I cannot just lay down and listen to something. It's weird, but I can't. My best place or event, or how to call it, opportunity to listen to audiobooks was when my kids were little and I was like pushing the stroller. So I live in a nice part of Slovakia. I live near the forest and near the meadows and rivers. So I took either my son or daughter in the stroller. He was asleep, and I was like pushing stroller for 2 hours through the forest near the lakes, listening to audiobooks. Or back then I was a big fan of creepypastas actually. So I was like listening to creepypastas, scary stories, horror stories in a forest, and I was having best time of my life actually. It was put down by Grey Knights after it fused with a demon. Well, that's what Grey Knights do. When I work, I listen to an audiobook and write a script for a video, and I work as a designer. Sometimes I even have time to think. My brain doesn't work any other way. Yep, during the work is also the best thing. The thing is, I need to work or do something besides it. So I can multitask in a way that I like to do something with my head and turn half of my brain off, and then focus the other half of my brain either to learning something or to listening to audiobooks. So usually when I'm at my other studio and I'm doing like these, let's call it foam work or like making terrains, and I don't have to think. So because many parts of my job I have to think, and I have to like use my creativity to like think of a new project and stuff. But when I already have a project like designed and I know what I'm doing, so for example when I'm carving bricks, that's we can call it a mindless work, repetitive work. So there is the place for audiobook because I need to be entertained, right? Or you can call it like the opportunity for learning as well. Yeah, so where we are. So this is what we have. Now it's time. Actually, delete this. I don't like it. Let me fuse these shields with these armor plates. And the other example, or the other extreme is that when I'm reading, I like to have peace, but I think it's normal. I think everyone has that. So, example, I cannot read and focus on a book where, for example, there is a TV running near me. So, if my kids are watching TV, I cannot read near them because I cannot focus 100%. But I sometimes read behind the computer. I have this. I'm a lovely e-reader, even though I'm a big fan of like a hard copy books. But I like to read physically on an e-reader. I have this pocket book, old pocket book, but it's the best because it has not a digital display in the sense that it's not illuminated. So I'm using actually this headlamp when I read. And what was I about to say? I don't even know. Oh yeah. So sometimes I read behind the computer with my feet like this, and sometimes I turn on the music. So I like to listen some ambient music, for example, tavern music. So that's what I'm doing. When kids are watching TV, I put in some ambient tavern music or some, for example, Lord of the Rings soundtrack. I put it on a low volume and I read. And sometimes it's a good like added effects as an atmosphere. And the type of audiobooks I love the most is when it's almost resembling like a play, like a theatrical play. For example, for a very long time on Tokibook there was a version of narrated Lord of the Rings, and there was this narrator. He was a very talented guy in changing the voices for the characters, but he was doing it really spot on, and he could imitate, like, for example, Sir Ian McMillan, yeah, that's his name. So basically Gandalf's voice, and for a long time these audiobooks were free, so basically whole Lord of the Rings trilogy was narrated by this guy, and this guy put also the ambient music and the sound effects in there, so water splashing, music, whatever. It was probably the best audiobook I ever read. Let me just Google it for you if it's book, if it's still available. If it is, I will post you a link here. I don't know if it's legal or not, to be honest. Wait, it's still opening. Hopefully it's still there. Oh, it seems like it's still up. Is it? Wait, maybe... It is. Okay, so I'm posting you a link. Because it's the best. Let's build miniatures always made for people on autism spectrum. Definitely, I couldn't agree more. So, have fun. Hopefully, hopefully there is no virus. But I was using this site for years and no problem. No, it's okay. It's legit. Don't be afraid. Have fun. I'm just glad that we can 3D print stuff or shape with clay, wood, and not carve from wood or bone like in all the times. Yeah, true that. True that. 3D printers are just awesome. Okay. We did the armor. I will hide these two, and probably save this big fella. Troll King here. I think it's more or less done, in a sense that I still did not figure out what he can be holding in the hand. Probably nothing. Probably he will just have this fist clenched. Cause what? I will give him a chain. Previous Troll King. This trampled red had a chain. Look. Let me show you. Yeah, this is the prime Troll King, which I've sculpted some time ago. So he has this big hammer and a Morningstar chain mace in the other hand, which is not bad concept if you think about it. But I already used it, so I don't like to repeat myself much. So in my lore, this was the first prototype of trolls created by Dark Gods. So as you can see, they have like 4 quad pedal or quadruple pedal, however you call it. So 4 legs. He's like almost looks like a dragon ogre, right? Yeah, well, I did this already, so yeah. Okay, let me save it and let's see what we did. Let's do the preview. Where are we? Troll King here. Yeah, even with the stairs. So save, close. But I love this model. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I can't wait to paint him. Still need to figure out the scheme, which I will do. If I do him in the classical like grayish blue with beige underbellies or something, probably that, because the trampled red which I showed you was green, right? And to do the green troll again, nah. Gray it will be. Look, he has nice 2 scars fused together with clamps, stairs on his back for a wizard. Now, when I'm thinking about it, the wizard will be about this big. This is like a prototype of that wizard I sculpted some time ago, also on a magnet. He'll be a little bit smaller than that, but anyway, like this Troll King will be like this. He'll be huge. He'll be huge, and I'll do some nice diorama base for him. Like I'm tripping a mini for D&D campaign and I'm excited for it. Probably has an 8 hours left, but still, I'll prime it ASAP. Yeah, I know that feeling. The best. It's like when you have 3D printer, it's like Christmas every day, because you turn on the printer and the next morning you came and you have a hopefully pleasant surprise waiting for you in a form of model. I wonder if 3D printers will have the same development timeline as the CNC machines. That's going to be long, 40 years. No, I'm pretty positive about it. I think that they will be developing more and more rapidly and advanced. So I'm hoping the next big technological update in 3D printing will be supportless resin printing. Yeah, that's gonna be a big thing. And then maybe some accelerated printing times, that could be handy as well. Because, you know, in the detail wise, we talked about it last time. So me personally, I don't really see the difference between 8K and 12K. Probably there is, of course there is, but it's not much like visible upgrade. But imagine you will print without the supports. So can you imagine how much resin you will save? Because supports take at least good 1/3 of the materials wasted. or at least they will figure out how to like reuse the supports. So I'm not sure if chemically it's possible to like remelt resin like you can do with plastic. I think no. Then I want to make the troll as under terrain piece. I've kept a dwarf necromancer for my Grello's army. Gonna look epic on the shelf. Wow! I'm glad if you will paint it. I'm always happy when people are like painting and printing my models. So I'm looking forward for that actually. Hopefully it will fit on my building plate if I want to print it that big. And I'm not doing it on parts. I don't like slicing a model, so you can glue it afterwards. Not that I don't like it. Well, I don't, but I don't really know how to do it properly. So our next step will be in HAL development, so printing is 100% safe, or at least some system not to be able to touch resin. True? Hopefully yes. We still don't know the potential toxicity of the resin. I'm not trusting it. I still think the resin is toxic, and you should be careful with that. So that would be a very, very welcome change. Unfortunately, no, the way resin printers work in the UV changes the chemical structure of the resin, so it's pretty much impossible. Yeah, the melting. So once it's hardened, it's like a glass, right? You cannot go back. You cannot turn glass to sand. Well, technically you can. Okay, that was a bad example. But you cannot turn resin into liquid. I understand. Or maybe they will devise some, I don't know, some plastic printers. Something like a mix of resin and FDMs. Who knows? Or they will develop FDM printers which will not have print lines. That could be also nice and welcomed. Because if that happens, I'm definitely switching to FDM. Because FDM is not toxic, not that toxic as resin. Resin is like a biohazard. Yeah, but this is a cool model. I really love it. I'll take a few screenshots and post it on Instagram tomorrow. So we know what to look forward to. Yeah, this one is nice. Okay, guys, so let's wrap it up. That would be it for today. Again, I'm really happy where this is going, and I can't wait for this to paint. So hopefully I see you in the next stream, and thank you very much for being here. As usual, it was a pleasure. So have a good rest of the night, guys.